I like to automate stuff in Minecraft. So I thought, why not take it to another level? So welcome to 100 days in the Create mod. So we are in the world, and I guess I should probably just start with the normal Minecraft job of punching a tree. Then I made a pickaxe and started to get some stone. Oh, what is this? Can I mine this? No, it looks like I need at least a stone pickaxe. Let's go back up. I crafted a stone pickaxe and tried to mine the mysterious ore, but it didn't drop. Okay. Need an iron pickaxe for that. That's cool. So what is the Create mod? Well, basically it adds automation into the game with stuff like cogs, presses, conveyor belts, and a bunch of other stuff too. It also adds new ores and blocks to the game, which is what I just saw. And if it wasn't obvious from how incredibly lost I was, I've never played or seen a video on the Create mod, so I'm going into this world completely blind. What I might do is I might just stick to what I know for now. I'm going to just do the normal Minecraft stuff. So we'll start with trying to find ourselves some food. While we're trying to find some animals, I saw a pillager outpost in the distance and decided it would be a good idea to raid it. So if I come on up, we'll head upstairs, and hopefully they got like some iron for us up here. Cool. Didn't want any iron anyway, but I did collect the little bit of food that was in the chest and started making my way down the outpost. Oh, hello. Okay, let's not die up here. Getting down the outpost didn't go any smoother because I kinda ended up having a small army of pillagers chase me. Okay, maybe that was a bad idea going to the pillager outpost first. Oh, they're still after me. Go away, pillagers. After a bit more running, they eventually left me alone, where I managed to find this water cave which had a bit of coal that I mined up. Oh, there's another ore. What is this? Can I mine you? Oh, I can. Raw tin. So what is raw tin used in? Can we use it to like craft pickaxes and stuff? No, it doesn't look like we can craft anything with it. Let's make a furnace. Can we smelt it then? Oh, we can. Okay. So does this turn into tin ingots then? Does. We can't make anything with this though. Okay, it looks like the sun is starting to set, so this would probably be a good time to go into a cave and find ourselves some iron, so then we can at least get a little bit of armor on us. So I went searching for a cave entrance, and after a while I found a tiny little cave, but that only had 2 pieces of iron in it, so I had to keep on searching for more caves. Of course there's no iron in this cave. These caves have anything better? There's some tin. Okay, I won't go to another cave because I need to get way more food. So I see a shipwreck over there. Let's go explore that. And hopefully we'll get there before the sun fully rises onto day 1. And it's definitely day 1 now, but we're at least at the shipwreck. So let's see what this has to offer. Oh, that's good. That's really good. I mean, there's a bit of armor. We'll take it. Bit of wheat as well, but more food. So I might as well put on our armor, because at least that will help us a little bit. Oh. These boots are Frostwalker. That makes traveling across here nice and easy. This place here looks like quite a nice little area to set up. So what I might do is we'll head over here, and we'll just set up a little bit of a base camp. I'll place down the essentials and craft an iron pickaxe. Okay, so now we need to figure out what is even going on. So what can we craft? Goggle leather helmet. That'll be for planes, definitely. Here we go. Here's lots of stuff. So I know Crate is all about automating stuff. So how do I automate stuff? Let's just work on some basic Minecraft stuff. So I started off by building a little wheat farm, and then I put some of the surrounding mobs into pens. And then cows and sheep we'll probably have to get once we can get ourselves some wheat. Then, for the rest of day 1, I pretty much looked at all the new things we could craft, and my brain started hurting, so I stopped, and instead just killed some salmon for a bit of food. Alright, so we desperately need some iron. So once this food's cooked up, I'll go sort of just try find a cave somewhere. There should be one somewhere on this hill, hopefully. There we go. Is this a cave? It is. What on earth is this? Why are there 2 baby zombies? Oh. So what is going on here? What is this? Crimsite. Okay, let's collect up some of this. Also, why is there deep slate at this level? That's weird. Okay, let's move on from this. I don't think we can use this to craft anything. Here we go. Here's some caves, I think. Perfect. What is this? There's another ore. Thorium? Oh no, this is going to be so confusing. What is the... There's just more and more blocks. What is this? Potastic? That's a strange name for a block. Let's just collect up every single ore that we find. That's probably the best way to play Create. Even though we found a bunch of new ores, we didn't find a single piece of iron. Then, for the start of day 2, I tried to see if I could craft anything useful with the ores that we did get. Oh, here we go. So we can make andesite alloys with iron ingots and andesite. Okay. Let's go get some andesite. There's got to be some nearby, surely. If there's an andesite alloy, there's probably going to be a granite alloy as well. So I might as well get some of these. What is this? Raw zinc. Oh, there's more blocks. Oh no. Okay, we'll get as much as that before our pickaxe breaks. I went back up to the surface and crafted a pickaxe with the last couple ingots we had left. So let's turn this into iron nuggets and let's see. Can we create a granite alloy? No. What alloys can we make? It's just andesite. Okay, that's interesting. I guess we go back to that cave with a new pickaxe, see what we can find. Oh, andesite. We'll take that, please. Oh, finally, some iron. There's a big water cave behind the iron, but before going in, a new block caught my attention. What is that? Oh, magnetite block. Great. Well, one of the great features in the Create mod is the ability to ponder. Basically, it gives a little animation on how to use the block or item. Okay, this is complicated. For the rest of day 2, I mined up as many ores as I could from the water cave. Alright, that should be enough. And let's see, do we have any more blocks that we can craft? Steam engine seems pretty good. Oh, we can ponder the steam engine. So, steam engine can be placed on a fluid tank. With sufficient heat, water, and boiler space, they will generate rotational force. So I kind of thought this big thing here was a boiler. So I spent the next couple minutes crafting one, only to realize I couldn't even place it down. Did it say that we had to put a boiler on top of fluid valve or something? Gee, how do we make these sheets? These little sheets seem quite important because they're used in a lot of stuff. So sheets. How do we do that? Do we just do that? Okay, how about we start with making like a cog? No, can't do that. Aha, here we go, here we go. So a boiler can be used to make a engine. So we need piston, blast furnace, cobblestone. I'm gonna save your time here. Basically, I spent the whole of day 3 crafting the materials needed to make an engine, only to once again find out I couldn't do anything with it. And then Phantom spawned, I panicked, and got killed. Yeah, well, that's a bit of a setback. I'm incredibly lost. I might need to watch a simple tutorial because I'm getting nowhere.
The starter kit. Get lots and lots of iron and lots of andesite. The reason why you need andesite is because it's used to make andesite alloy, which is used in pretty much everything that the Create mod has.
Wait a second. We didn't craft an andesite alloy. There's no way that's been the thing that we needed the whole time. Andesite alloy, craft. Okay, so now what does that unlock? Please don't tell me that was like everything. Oh, there's so much stuff now. Shaft. A shaft seems important to have. Let's craft that. Aha, cogwheel. Shaft and... Oh, here we go, here we go. I'm going to make a water wheel. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere now. Let's make a water wheel. So can I just place it? Oh, I can. We've finally placed our first Create mod item. So let's play around with this a bit. So let's place down the water wheel here. Let's see, do I still have enough iron to make a bucket? I do. Perfect. So I'll make a bucket. Break this block, put water up there. No, do not put water there. And now if we put water there, does that push that? It does. Okay, that is good. Okay, and then if we get our shaft, we can put it there, which connects to that. Now what? Can we put our engine onto this? No, okay. There's something that I can attach this to. What is the water wheel attached to? Water wheel. So you... See, what is this? What is this block? Speedometer. Well, I'm lost again. I think it's back to the video. I should have watched that video so long ago. So if I get logs and I place them down and strip them, then what if I put... Oh, I just created an andesite casing, which is basically the most important block in the Create mod, since it's used to craft almost everything. Like this depot. What does the depot do? Depots can serve as a stationary belt element. Oh, it does a lot of stuff. Okay, so you can put items on it. Let's make that. Andesite casing and andesite alloy. Okay. Now that I know how important andesite is, I went on a mission to collect more of it. I crafted some alloys and made my first depot. Either I want to make those sheets. So that means I need some sort of press, mechanical press. Here we go. So a block of iron, we can't afford. Andesite casing, which we have, and a shaft, which we also have. Perfect. So I think we're definitely going to have to make an iron farm. And because it's the create mod, I know that there's going to be some weird way of making iron, so I'm not going to go make a regular village-based one. I'm going to search it up. And luckily, I did. What I found out that I need to do is put cobblestone through a millstone, then wash the gravel that gets made. It's that simple. So how do we get our millstone? Oh, that seems easy. So cogwheel, done. Millstone, done. If we connect that, no. How do we get you to like actually do something? Do you need to be powered from the bottom? You do. Okay, so if that needs to be powered from the bottom, what we could do, we'll take away this water. If I place that there and then place that there, and we'll make it run this way. That rotates it like that. And then if I place the mill on top, do you work? You do. Okay. So let's say place cobblestone. How do I place cobblestone in there? Am I missing something? Can I chuck it? Yes, I can. Okay. Anyway, so I think that's step 1 now. So then step 2 says to transfer the crushed gravel onto a mechanical belt. I found out that I needed dried kelp to make the conveyor belt. So went into the ocean, collected some, and crafted a belt. How do I place it? Do I place down a shaft? Let me move this. So what if I place that there and then boom, boom. Okay, we got the belt, except it's not transferring to it. What if we place this upper block? So I chuck a block in. What happens to it? Does it get like spit out, or like we just lose the block? Oh, okay, we got gravel now. And then for the last stage, we need to craft an encased fan, but that requires iron sheets, which we need a press for, which we need the iron block for. Oh, okay. So let's go find some iron. This seems like a good cave to go down. I got really lucky in the caves and managed to find a bunch of andesite and iron, enough to make a mechanical press. So if we place down a depot, we'll build up, place the press down like that. And then I think if we make ourselves a hand crank that can connect onto that. So either way, if I put that in the piece of iron and then crank that. Oh, it does stuff. Oh, there we go. And that made an iron sheet. Okay. Now with the ability to make sheets, I was able to craft the encased fan. So then what if I put this up here and there? No, wait. I'll move it to there. I connected up the fan to a water wheel. That blows water the wrong direction. So that turns it that way, which then pushes water. Good. Okay, so far, if we throw this in here, we end up getting gravel. And then what? Can I just throw the gravel there? Oh. Okay, so then that goes onto there and then disappears. What? Okay, at least we're getting somewhere. We got some... we got something going. For the rest of day 6, I worked on cooking up a design for an iron farm that will actually work. I started off by putting the millstone a block above the ground, connected a chute to it, and then powered that with a water wheel. I then tried to put the fan below the mill, but I misplaced it just a couple times. Then I created a bit of a cog monster to connect the fan to the water wheel, place down some water to wash the gravel, and now all that's left is to dispense the gravel out of the mill. And luckily, I managed to find the andesite funnel while looking through the recipe book, which did exactly that. So if we chuck stone in, cobblestone, it churns it up in there. Oh, and then it pops it out. Perfect. Flint. Okay, so what does the funnel actually do? Ah, so I can use it to funnel stuff just into things. Okay, that's good. If we get one of these chests, place it here, and then connect that into a funnel. Does that work how I think it does? So if we chuck all of our stuff into here, does that pop it out as gravel and then get funneled into the chest? It does, okay. But we need like an item filter or something, because we need this to stay going into gravel for a little bit longer. Okay, we'll just leave that for now then, but at least that sort of works. So we'll just basically cover that up, and I guess this is just a manual farm if we want to use it. So we'll shove in all the cobblestone that we have so we can start making some iron ingots. Oh, actually, we could probably automate the cobblestone part as well, because there was that drill, right? Yeah, drill. So if we place that there, attach it to a hand crank for now, and then let's say we've got some andesite down. Oh, that breaks it. So if I place a chest and then a chute, place the drill there, cover that all up. So we'll chuck water, we'll waterlog the drill, and then I had to find some lava, so explored around a deep water cave. I don't know why I thought coming into an underwater cave would be a good idea, but I decided to just dig straight down instead. Well, I saw a flash of lava. There it is. Oh, I can just grab it and get out of here. Alright, up we go. Get up. There we go. Okay, let's see. Does my idea work? If I put this there, that should turn it to stone? It does, perfect. Okay, so then if I hand crank this, it should mine it. We get cobblestone, and then we can take this cobblestone from the chest, or manually put it into there, come out as gravel. That gravel should then get washed by the water, which will turn it into either flint or iron ingots, and then we've got an iron farm. Now that that's done, we can move on to trying to automate something else. And I think the next best thing should probably be some food. So I started off by trying to move some cows and sheep into the pens that I created right back at day one. Ow. Why is everything so powerful? Oh, now there's phantoms. Oh, nothing is going well. Okay, we're sleeping this night away. Sleep, 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 sleep. No. Oh, we're so close to being able to sleep. Okay. Let's take the bed. Let's get underground. Okay. Yeah, sheep, come on in here. Now with some animals in the pens, I looked through the crafting recipe book to find a new block that I could use, but I couldn't find anything. I think we might need to download a new mod which lets us display all the different items that we can get on the side here. So I downloaded the Just Enough Items mod, which gives me a list of every single item I can craft in the game. So if we scroll, we'll search up like engineer goggles here. So if we click on this, we can see what we need to craft it. See, I would have never guessed that we need those blocks. All the materials to craft the goggles were fairly simple, so I was able to gather them up in a couple minutes. So now we can craft the engineer goggles. So do I just put them on my head? Is that what I do? Oh, okay, so I can look at that and it like tells me different stuff. Oh, okay. So it shows the speed. Is that like energy? SU? So this produces like 256 SU. This uses 32 and then this uses 8. I think the next sort of best thing that we could probably do is just start working towards the nether. So that means we need to find ourselves some diamonds. I started digging down to make a strip mine, but once I was low enough, I got about 10 blocks in before my pickaxe was about to break. Well, that was a very unsuccessful mining trip, wasn't it? I mean, we've got 17 iron, that's pretty good. Hold on, I just realized, if I put a big gear here, it should cause this to travel faster because the ratio of gears, I think. Let me try that. We shove it here. Oh, it doesn't work. But that does go faster though, right? I have no idea. We'll figure that out later. Let's go get some more diamonds though. I actually got reasonably lucky and managed to find 7 diamonds. And let's make our first diamond pick. So next up we need some obsidian. So I've got a bucket of water and then I remember I heard some lava down in this cave. Oh no, a single lava source, never mind. Okay, so we'll head back down to... We'll head back down to the strip. We'll head back down to the strip mine, there we go. So where is it? Is it here? Oh yes, I heard lava. This way. Oh, well, found it. That's quick. Okay, let's gather up some obsidian. So we may as well just go straight in, build the portal, see what happens. Because I feel like this mod will get significantly easier once we have the ability to fly around with an elytra. So let's make a flint and steel. Let's light this and head through. I betcha I spawn in a basalt delta. Oh, we're right on the edge. Okay, that's acceptable. All right, so let's see. What is around here? Do we have anything helpful? There's another bunch of random blocks over there. But apart from that, I can't see anything that helpful. So let's head back and come back in a little bit. The iron farm had been running consistently for about 3 days and made a total of 15 iron nuggets. So we need to speed this up. Yeah, let's do some tests. So we'll start off by getting a cog, a crank, and then we'll get some more wood to make some more cogs and we'll test what different sort of cogs do with each other. So I'll put one on this wall and then we'll connect a crank to it. So this will be like our test one, I guess. So that natural speed is like that fast. So then if we put a small one into a big one, what happens now? So they're spinning at the same speed? No, that one's slightly faster, I think, right? I can't tell. I think the one on the end is faster. I just lied. The back cog is going the exact same speed. Small cog to big cog equals slow. Big cog to small cog equals fast. That part was actually somewhat true. I just did it wrong. To speed up cogs, you create something like this. So now, can I use that logic to speed up like this mechanism? This is disgusting. Unless, is there any other sort of cog that we can make? Like, what are these? Gearbox. What does a gearbox do? Oh, okay, so that literally just changes the direction in a single block. Oh, that's pretty good. We'll get rid of this water up here. So big to small. So let's try to put a small one on this. And then a big one can go here. Let's see, does this work if we test? Overstressed. What do you mean overstressed? I'll put back the water wheel. If we do that, put that there. Now, does this all work? So that gets pushed that way. That is doing that. Is it faster? It certainly looks a bit quicker. That's pretty good. Okay. Now with the iron farm being about 4 times faster, that's one step closer to being able to automate our food. But until then, I killed a couple cows and set off into the nether to attempt to find a fortress. All right. Fortress. How difficult is this going to be to find? Watch this, ready? Oh, there we go. That's got him. What? Please hit him, please hit him, please hit him. There we go. Okay, well, this is not ideal. Our portal's over there. I've just done a big loop. So last time we headed that way, and we saw absolutely nothing. So let's head this way this time. Oh, why is there a huge cliff? Oh! We don't want to be near a cliff with that guy though. Alright, is that... Yeah, that's a fortress over there. Okay. So we just need to get all the way over there somehow. That's not going to be very fun. Oh, there's a lot of people here. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Okay. Oh, why there's so many biglins? Go away. No. We're just going to go on the wall. We're going to hide in here. Oh. Oh, there it is. We're getting a lot closer. That's good. Okay. Not the greatest start. How do we even get in? I don't appreciate how this is in the air. All right. We've arrived. I can hear a bunch of blazes, but I don't really know where they are. Oh, there's some. This is a really big fortress. Like, it goes all the way up here, too. Either is this a blaze spawn? I think this is over here. There we go. That's 15. Now we'll get out of here. So we'll bridge over to the fortress over here. And then I guess we'll just go straight through to the other side. And I will not be speed bridging over the lava because that is scary. If I get shut off, I'm going to cry. Yeah, we're good. Once I got back to the overworld, I decided it's time I automate some food. So there was this egg generator that was easy enough to craft. What does this do? Because I feel like this needs to be like going into something, like needs to be on a hopper that goes into a chest or something. So then I replaced the egg generator on a hopper. Oh, that makes a lot of eggs. Oh, I did not think it was going to be that quick. What do we need eggs for? Why do we need this many eggs? While looking for a recipe that uses lots of eggs, I kinda got a little bit distracted. I found a recipe that uses gravel, flint, and a little bit of lava to make andesite. So I spent the rest of day 13 and some of 14 figuring out how to make it. Basically, I just had to pump lava into a basin that was full of gravel and flint. Okay, so it stopped. But we got 2 andesite out of that. That's pretty cool though, at least we got that to work. See, I'm starting to learn the create mod a little bit more now. Then I wanted to get more cobblestone to fill up the iron farm. So I started to dig up the mountain before I realized I could probably just speed up the auto miner thingy we built earlier. So I spent some of day 15 just trying to do that. Does that work? Oh, it does. That's so much quicker. There we go. Okay. So while we wait for more iron to show up in here, let's figure out what else we can actually craft. Mechanical harvester. Does that harvest crops? Oh, it does. When harvesters are moved... Wait, what? They will harvest and reset any naturally... What? Inventories attached to the contraption will pick up their drops automatically. Okay, so it looks like moving blocks is a big part of the create mod. We have a lot of things to do now. So let's make the harvesters, which will probably, now I think about it, use a lot of iron. Yeah. Okay, so we'll make a harvester. They had like a little spinny thing. What was the spinny thing called? Mechanical bearing. Alright, anyway, let's put this like here, right? So if we go like that, no, it needs to be facing the same way. So like that. Right, and then we shove this there, and then we make that go. Oh, how do I turn this on? Oh, there's a little thingy down there we need to connect to. Okay. We shove a water wheel there. Oh, it's gone the wrong way. We'll just switch the direction of this, so we'll make it go this way around. So this, oh my, it's going. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. So that's it. If we attach the chest to that, it should all go in there, right? So to make the chest stick, we just need to use a slime ball on the chassis. And luckily for me, there's a recipe that uses dough and lime dye to craft it. Okay, how do we get dough? Wheat flour and a bucket. What? How do we get wheat flour? Crusher? What's a crushing wheel? What is all this? How do you even craft that? Yeah, nah, I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Oh, there's so much stuff. Okay, so we need a rose quartz, which we get from that. Okay. That is a lot. Oh, we need some sort of paper. How do we get paper? Sand and paper. Okay, that's sort of self-explanatory, actually. So then we'll make that into sandpaper. And then sandpaper and that. And... what? Whoa! That was pretty cool. Hold on, so if I chuck all them on the ground, I could just... okay, that is sick. Now what do we need to get for the slime balls? Oh, I can get it in a mill. I set up a temporary mill and chucked in some wheat, which gave us some wheat flour. I then combined that with a bucket of water and we got dough. Lime dye. We need a cactus. Or sea pickles. We could use sea pickles, but I don't think we're going to find any near here. If we put ferns in, then we can get some green dye without having to go all the way over to like desert somewhere. So I went back to the spruce forest that is at the world spawn and collected some ferns, spruce wood, and some birch wood. Get our green dye out of these, hopefully. Perfect, 11 green dye. Get a bit of bone meal, turn that into white dye, and then combine these two. And then what? We just combine that and that to make a slime ball. And then we put that there, which meant I could attach a chest to the farm. Then to make it better, I attached another harvester and expanded the crop circle. Alright, I think it's now time to start progressing in normal Minecraft now. So right now we're at the stage of collecting more ender pearls. So I jumped into the nether and traded all of my gold. Ow, okay, well he gave us pearls at least, that's pretty good. Oh, where's that ghast? No! No! Why? No. No! Oh, what is going on? What is going on? Oh, what? Oh, at least I have flint and steel on me and fire charges, but still. Alright, well, that's annoying. Well, let's just wait and see if they stop getting aggro. And I think this guy isn't even mad at me anymore. Okay, let's head back. Are we good? We're good. Okay. That could have been quite bad. Before I did that slight blunder, I managed to get 8 ender pearls, so spent a little bit longer trying to find and kill some endermen. Of course, there's no endermen that spawn when I need them to spawn. We'll just get ender pearls over time in the overworld, I guess. One issue that I was starting to have was storage. What is a portable storage interface? This component can interact with storage without the need to stop the contraption. That doesn't really solve my issue of there being like storage things. What is a storage terminal? What is that thing? Store items and vaults. Item vaults can be combined to increase... oh, this is what I'm looking for. This is exactly what I need. So we need a barrel and iron sheets. That is easy. I crafted up a vault and placed it down. I also needed to craft a storage terminal so we could actually access what was inside the vault. We can sort by different categories as well. Okay, this can be good. That is so helpful. But let's take all these items and just shove them in our storage vault. Okay, it's not letting me put anything in. Is it full? I don't know if it's full. I guess we just add more vaults, right? So I just need a bunch of barrels and a bunch of iron sheets, which we should have a bit more iron. Not really, okay. So we'll make as many barrels as we can at least. And then we'll use what iron we can make. And we'll make another vault. So if I shove this on like here, for example, that then should let us like put more stuff in, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Oh, and it like stacks, like multiple stacks on top of each other. That's also really helpful. To get more vaults, I needed more iron. So I spent day 20 speeding up the cogs in the iron farm. So let's see how fast this one can go. Overstressed? So if that's overstressed, what else can we do? Well, there was a bigger water wheel, right? Yeah, large water wheel. How do we make you? Water wheel surrounded by wood. So we'll pick up this water wheel, turn it into a large water wheel, and then we'll shove it here. Oh. Okay, it needs to be quite a lot of space by the look of it. So we'll shove these up one to there, and then large water wheel is absolutely massive. Holy. So if I put this there, what happens? Spins, okay. So how fast are you? That's not going very quick. That spins really slow. Could I speed it up by just shoving a normal water wheel on the side? Does that work? If I just make a regular old water wheel and shove you where? Here? No, you get the same speed as it. I don't see why this wouldn't work. It does! Okay. So is that churning through these a bit more now then? It is. Okay, that's good, that's good. I might even push this back one more block and see if we can add in another layer of cogwheels. See how fast that can go. Okay, this is a contraption. Okay, this is quick. Then I spent some time AFKing with the plan of getting more iron, but someone else had another plan for me. That's a shame. Oh, alright, how much iron did we end up making? Oh, okay, nothing. Cool. Either way, we should be able to turn that into a couple vaults at least. Alright, that's 2 more vaults, so we can at least craft the front of it, which meant I could move everything from my chests into the vault. What does this do? Cart assembler. Powering cart assemblers mount attached structures to pass. Oh, what? With the help of super glue, larger structures can be moved. Oh, you can put a drill on a you can put a drill on a contraption? Oh, okay. So this unlocks a whole new set of stuff. So what I'm getting from this is we can essentially make an auto miner, right? Well, now I need to try that. The vault can wait. So we need to make some drills. And to make drills we need, that's super simple. Okay, so let's make a minecart to start with. We'll make a mechanical drill, we can make that now. And then we need that little like loader thingy. Assembler? Yeah, here we go. Part assembly. We can do that. So basically what I'm gathering is if I go like this, place down this over top. So go like that. And we can shove a chest there. So is this now a contraption? Oh, it is. Okay. So we can push that round. Why aren't you connected? Oh wait, we need our little slime ball thing, right? Like that, and then does that work? And then for the chest, I guess we could just stick it on the back, right? Oh, there we go, that works. So now they all get pushed around with it. So if I push it, does the drill part go? It does. Okay, so the drill powers up. Wait, so what if I just like walk into some dirt blocks? Does it just start mining it? Okay, okay. That is cool. That is really cool. Oh wait, and then it's in the chest here. Oh, okay. I spent the rest of day 23 adding way more drills onto it, but I've also run out of andesite alloys and andesite. So we might have to do another quick trip down to mine some andesite, and the pickaxe is about to break. So it's not going very well right now. Actually, we didn't use the pickaxe. We can take this guy with us. So if we basically just shove this down here, and we put down a little minecart fella, and we go. So just start mining. Sounds like it's doing something. Do we have any ores? I went back to the surface and crafted up the remaining drills. Alright, this looks intimidating. Let's go have some fun with this. See what we can do. The first thing I tried was seeing if I could drill a staircase for a strip mine. Please, no, it doesn't go diagonal. That's a shame. That's really annoying, actually. So I took the drill down to my already existing strip mine, cleared some space, and put it down. And then we'll give it a little nudge. We should just be able to follow it along and place some rails, and it will auto mine all of this for us. So let's see if we can end up getting any diamonds doing this. All right, I have run out of rails though. So did we get anything? No, we didn't. Well, there goes our pickaxe. Do I even have enough iron to make an iron pickaxe? I don't. Well, we're going back to stone. Oh, there's some diamonds. Oh, we can't even mine it. I just realized. We need an iron pick to mine it. We don't even have that. Oh well, at least we know it's there for next time. Oh, there's more diamonds, but surprise, surprise, we can't get it. After a couple more minutes mining, I went back to the surface, crafted an iron pickaxe, and mined up those diamonds I found. Okay, so if this is an 8 vein, that will be beautiful, which it isn't. It's a vein of 4, but it's still decent. And then this one is a vein of 2. Oh, more diamonds. Okay, I actually think this is probably a decent length away. So let's grab this up and then we'll start just mining this side. We'll place that and then we'll just head back the other direction and hope that we can find a little bit more diamonds. See, look how cool that looks. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any more diamonds. I spent all of day 25, 26, and some of 27 working on upgrading the size of the vault. This took way longer than I thought it would, but at least now it can hold more than enough items. So since it's day 27 and this is this is all I've done, I think it's probably time we at least start building a starter base. So I reckon we can build this base out of maybe calcite. Calcite and stone I reckon could look quite nice. So I'm going to go find all the calcite blocks I need first. So let's go into this hill again and try find some geodes. Aha, there we go. There's calcite. That's what we need. Let's just grab as much of this as we can. And then I may as well also get some white concrete to go along with the calcite and diorite since it looks pretty similar. We'll get some gravel, which we should just be able to stand in here and get a lot of gravel, right? We'll just get like half a stack for now, and then we'll get another half a stack of sand. All right, and now we just need some white dye. So hopefully this has given us some seeds. Not a whole lot, but we can turn that into bone meal. Is that now enough white dye to craft all this into concrete? 56, good enough. So next up, we'll just get a bunch of stone to build as like the base of the house. So we should have a little bit of stone in here. So we'll use andesite. We've got a little bit of cobblestone here. We'll just put that in here. We will actually smelt like a stack of it, I reckon, turn it into normal stone. And then while that's smelting, I'll mine up a bunch of spruce trees so that we can use that as a bit of a accent color or framing probably. Let's hope that this is enough materials and let's make a start on this house. So I'm thinking of moving from over here to just building our starter base like right about here. So I'm going to start off by just leveling this out a little bit and then we can get to building the actual house. Alright, so we've done the majority of this house. It's sort of missing its roof. And I want to do a nice blue roof on top of this. And that means we're going to have to go into the nether and get some warped wood. So let's head on in there and try find a warped forest. So I might just head this way and hope that we can find a forest. Okay, well, I can see in the distance, it's not a warped forest. I really should have gone another direction because I had to travel so much further than I thought I'd have to. I spent all of day 31 and half of 32 just trying to find a warped forest. Oh, finally. All right, so let's get as much wood as I can because I really don't want to make the trek back here. I mined trees till my axe broke, but I only had a stack of logs, so mined some nearby blackstone and crafted a new stone axe. There we go. Okay, let's get back to mining some wood. I mined up another stack. All right, that should be enough. Let's try make our way back to the portal. Oh yes, the portal. Oh no, there's a ghast. Ow. Wow. Wow, okay, let's not fight the ghast. Let's just get out of here. I just got sniped. Could that ghast, like, not do that? Yeah, let's at least gather all the stuff that I just died with. Of course, there was a lava lake right there as well. Okay, well, what did I lose? I got the diamond pick. I got the warp stem, so I don't really care what else I lost. I really don't like this ghast. I'm just gonna head on back through the portal. All right, at least now we got the wood, so we can continue building our little house. done. That looks really nice, actually. I didn't expect the blue roof to look this good, but I really like how that turned out. One of the things that I wanted to do with this house was use one of the water wheels here on the side, because I think that could look quite cool. So let's go get some water wheels and try and make something to fit in this gap here. That looks really good, actually. I love that. Now we just need to get it spinning. I just had a little stream running alongside the house. That looks pretty good. And because I put the shaft connecting to the house, we should be able to come on the inside and yeah, it's spinning. So we can actually do something inside this house. Don't know what, but we can figure that out later. With the house built, I started moving all of this mess into the house. I started off with probably the easiest thing to move, which was the crop circle. I cleared some space in front of the house, built up a circle outline, and placed the harvesters down. I should then be able to connect these with super glue, I believe, because super glue is basically just like a better version of slime. We need iron sheet, iron ingot, and 2 slime balls. I used the leftover materials to craft another slime ball, and then the super glue. So now, if I just go like this, yeah, there we go, and then we super glue all that together. That should all be considered one object now, and then we just need to spin this. So I think that that actually looks really cool as well outside a little house. So when that grows up, that should look even better, and it should be fairly efficient. Next, I moved the cobblestone generator. I wanted to make use of the water wheel in the starter house. I started with speeding everything up. Once the cogs were spinning reasonably fast, I placed down some chain drives and connected 3 drills to them, placed in some storage along with water and lava, and now I have a much faster cobblestone farm. Perfect, and now we just pray that fire tick is turned off. Okay, we've got some spillage. Oh well, I guess it can just be a design feature of the farm. Then I mined up the vault and moved it into the house. There we go, that's everything moved onto the inside. And yeah, it actually isn't that big. I'm constantly short on food, so I might build a second crop circle here just to really boost my food production. So I may as well just make the exact same design, because I like a circle design, so we'll just shove it like right next to it. There we go. So now hopefully 2 crop circles should get me enough bread to survive, because I've been stuck at like 4 bread for so long. So for the rest of day 37, I just AFK'd letting the bread and cobblestone farm work, but I was starting to run into another problem. Our iron farm can no longer keep up with our cobblestone generators, which I guess is a good problem to have. So we definitely need to try upgrade this a little bit. My plan is to upgrade the iron farm and then use the materials that it produces to automatically get andesite. So let's start with upgrading the iron farm, since I already know how to do that. So now, do I want to try fit this in this database? Probably not. Let's build it out here somewhere. I started by collecting a bunch of materials I thought I'd need. So I'm going to start off by digging into the ground a little bit. This is where we'll put all the water wheels. So we'll put a normal water wheel on the very bottom. We'll get that spinning. We'll shove a bigger water wheel up there. And then we'll shove another water wheel on top of all that. And let's hope that that should be enough. And now things are going to get hard. So we'll put the cobblestone in here, which means we need to make it get out of there somehow, which we'll use a funnel for. I placed down 3 mills that each had a hopper on top of them, then made a water stream above. So now if we put cobblestone into the barrel, it should get dispensed to the water stream that will then spread out between these 3 mills, which now means we need to connect up these mills to this to spin them. Yeah, so we'll build it up and then we'll place a large cog and we should be able to rotate it. We can then put another one here. And now we basically just need to work on speeding this up. So if we put one here, that speeds it up, which can go into a large cog, and we encase this part here, goes into a small cog, goes into a large cog, then we should be able to put another small cog there. We then should just be able to connect up quite nicely like that. Okay, these are overstressed. What if I just shove another large wheel on here, right? Will that fix the issue? There we go. How fast are they spinning? Quite quick. Okay. To get the gravel out of the mills, I made a bunch of conveyor belts, and I put the encased fan pointing towards this long belt so the gravel can get washed. Then I just had to make the encased fan spin by connecting it to the cogs. That's spinning nice and quick, so now all we gotta do is connect up all the belts, which was actually fairly easy to do. Let's test that. So let's put in our cobblestone. Why is nothing coming out of there? Do we need to switch that arrow around? We do, okay. The cobblestone is getting in there. So gravel's coming onto here. And then once it gets here, it should get turned into flint and iron, right? Iron, perfect. And flint, okay. And then it gets shot off the end of the line. Okay, good. Then to store the materials, I placed 2 toolboxes, one for iron nuggets and another one for flint, which meant I was able to remove the old iron farm. So now we can essentially start putting all of our cobblestone into here to get more iron, which I will do while we build up the other half of this. Oh, that looks beautiful. Okay, now it's time to make the andesite farm. To make this, all I have to do is take the flint from the iron farm and mix it with gravel and lava. All right, so now we should just be able to do a simple little setup with belts like this, right? So go like that. We put a filter there, so then flint will start coming out here. Then we should just be able to put a basin there with a filter going into it, and they should start filling up that basin. Yeah, they do. So now inside that basin, we just need to get more gravel. So I guess if we just make a little cobblestone generator, probably the easiest thing to do. I built a super small cobblestone farm that goes into a mill for the gravel, which now means I think we just need to connect this up to a water wheel and it should all work. Perfect. And that's probably fast enough, surely. Okay, so now we should have a bit of gravel hopefully going into this. Yes, perfect. Now the last step for in here is we just need a little bit of lava, which I don't know how that works. So I'm assuming it has stuff to do with fluid pipes, because that just makes sense. So how does this work? Okay, so pump pushes liquid. Yeah, we know this one. Pipes can also extract fluids from a handheld or other blocks directionally. Okay, so in theory, that means what we should be able to do is hook up a dripstone lava source onto this, and then we can make renewable lava that can then automatically get pushed into this basin. So let's go find some dripstone. All right, I reckon the easiest way to find some dripstone will probably be if we just stock up on a bunch of food. And luckily these farms have been quite helpful. And then we'll pretty much just run around till we find a dripstone cave somewhere. Let's go that way. So I usually find dripstone like under big hills. So ow. Oh, I'm so bad at the game. Yeah, let's not do that again. All right, onward. That hill looks promising. Yeah, let's go to that hill. That looks really promising. Oh, what is this block? Verdum. This could look quite nice on our little blue roof that we have. I might collect up all this. All right, so are there any dripstone? No. I got very unlucky and couldn't find any signs of a dripstone cave until day 44, where I found a single piece. Ideally, I want to find more than one dripstone. Aha, there's more. We'll just mine these, make sure to not mine them on ourselves. All right, 38 should be more than enough, so let's try and get out of here safely. I made my way out of the cave. Oh, hello, village. Okay, this village actually sucks. There's nothing good here. Once I got back to the base, I placed down a cauldron and dripstone setup. So now hopefully this should fill up with lava fairly soon, and then we can start just getting an infinite lava source so that we can put it into this basin. So until then, we basically just need to farm up a bunch of iron to build a lot of these guys. How much do we have sitting here? 34. That is not ideal. Anyway, let's see how much iron we have. It's gonna be lots. Okay, not ideal. Although I could probably start at least working on setting this up. So if we put a pipe there, I could then probably shove the pump there. And what if I put these on top? That looks good. Then I connected the pump to some cogs, but it caused the whole system to get overstressed. So I just added a second water wheel. So does everything work here? So that spins that way. Good. That's spinning. That's spinning. I crafted and placed all the pipes in place. Now I just have to get enough iron to craft all the cauldrons. So while I waited for the iron to be made, I made a platform to place the lava and dripstone onto. We might as well start working on automating the next thing. So we're making, or we're about to make, andesite. But andesite on its own doesn't actually get us anything. What we need is andesite alloys. So to make an andesite alloy, we need andesite and iron nuggets. And luckily for us, we are storing excess iron nuggets. So what I need to do is make a little sort of contraption where we can get our stored andesite and our stored iron nuggets, shove them in somewhere, and then they just automatically blend into andesite alloys. So let's see if I can make this a little bit more compact than whatever's going on here. I was able to pretty quickly build up half a machine before I had to go mining for more iron. But once I got that, I was able to finish it. Let's give it a little test. So we'll put iron nuggets into this chest here, the andesite in here. It should go in, it should start mixing perfect. And then we should have the alloy pop out and go into this chest. Lovely. Now with that built, I just need to get the rest of the cauldrons. I really want to get our iron production speed up a little bit, which means I need to upgrade these conveyor speeds a bit. It was really easy to speed up the belts, but because it was now going so fast, the gravel couldn't get washed in time. So I tore down most of the farm and started over again. I started by speeding up all the belts. Then for the washing part, I tried seeing what would happen if I didn't use a belt and instead used a water stream. At first, it didn't go very well because it was still way too fast. So then I tried dropping the items into the water, which worked a little bit better, but it was still too fast. I managed to find a solution by using a funnel facing downward. This worked because the items had to slowly float to the surface of the water, which gave them enough time to get washed before going into the funnel. We did it! We sped it up! Okay. Now does it actually keep up with our mills? It does. So that means we should get way more iron now. Well, I might as well go load up this with cobblestone now that it can handle it all. I went AFK for the rest of day 49 and 50 until I finally had all the cauldrons placed down. Alright, so that is all the cauldrons in place. So hopefully that can keep up with our andesite maker because we've got a decent bit of andesite now. Let's now take a little break from building machines and let's work on beating the game. So what we'll do, we'll grab ourselves our ender pearls. I'll get our blaze rods and we'll turn those into eyes of ender. I probably didn't need to turn all the blaze rods into blaze powder, but oh well. All right, so let's throw it and see what way it goes. I'm hoping it goes that way. No, it's that way. Okay. Not the way I was expecting. I mean, we may as well just go find it immediately. I might take a shield with me just in case we find a cave that's scary. All right. We have enough food. Let's just head off in this way and see if we can find it. Yeah, this is a lot of ocean. It'd be really helpful if we're able to just see it in the ocean. Like down there. Nope, no stronghold. Wait. Oh. Oh, and we're in the porter room straight away. That was easy. And we need 12 eyes, and we have 12 eyes. Couldn't have planned that any better. Okay, well, we've found it, but I just realized I'm so unprepared. I might need to go make a bow and stuff first. Luckily, the stronghold wasn't too far away, so it didn't take too long to get back, where I crafted a bow and took all of my 28 arrows out of the vault. What else? I also bring a bunch of cobblestone with us, just in case. And then ideally, I'll make a firework or two, so when we go get the elytra, we can actually get back. So I'll just turn what we have into fireworks, so 18 should be more than enough to get back. And let's go kill the dragon. I'll set my spawn here, and let's fill in these eyes. All right. Let's see. So I really can't afford to use many arrows, so I need to be fairly accurate here. Believe it or not, I'm in fact not as accurate as I thought I was. And pretty quickly got low on arrows, so decided to climb up the pillars with my water bucket. Oh, okay. Well, I'm dead here. Well, good thing I set the spawn. All right, back up we go. Okay, that... Okay, not my proudest moment there. That was, whoops. Not, oh. I thought if I placed a block in front of me, it wouldn't hurt me that much. After showing off my incredible skill, I hit the remaining Aang crystals first try, didn't die, and killed the dragon in record time. Surely. Please don't fly away. Please don't fly away. Please. There we go. Didn't even die once. I went through the end gateway and started searching for an end city. Let's see, are there any end cities in render distance? No, of course not. Why would there be? I had to travel like 500 or so blocks before finding one. Oh, there's an end city. I don't think there's a ship on this one. That's unfortunate. I might still go raid it just so that I can get some diamond armor. Let's teleport up to there. Why is there a guy right there? No. Please die. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is the place without any chests. Oh, this one's literally useless to me. So I set off to find another city, and this one took so long to find. I was running for all of day 53, and 54. That's like half an hour of just running through the end without finding anything. Oh, there's another one. Finally. Please tell me there's an end city or end ship. Oh, I think, is that one? Please be one. At least it's got the like rooms that have chests in it this time. Oh, and it's got a ship. Perfect. Okay. All right. I basically just want to go straight for the ship first. So we'll just go sort of below and just bridge up. We don't have enough blocks. Of course we don't. Okay, I need to get hit by one of these things. Oh, go away, go away, go away, go away. Actually, hit me, hit me, hit me, hit me. No. I needed that one to hit me. Okay, we're good. We made it. Okay, let's kill this guy. And let's get the Elytra. Perfect. And, Unbreaking 355 pickaxe. We'll take that all day. Yeah, let's get out of here. We can always come back now that we've got the Elytra. It'll be super easy. So, where is a end gateway? Okay, gateway, please. Please, where's a gateway? I want to get out of here. What? This end hates me. Aha, there's one. Okay, let's go through. Hopefully. Yes, perfect. And let's get out of the end. I hate this place. Now that I was back from the end, I wanted to build a sugarcane and a gunpowder farm for rockets. So let's start with probably the easier one of the two, which will be a sugarcane farm. What I might actually do is convert one of these two farms into a sugarcane farm, because like I'm getting more than enough food now. So I took down one of the wheat farms and changed out all the dirt for sand, while making sure to leave some space to put in water. Once I placed down all my sugarcane, I did the first test and well, yeah. Well, that's not ideal, is it? Okay, let me go make another shovel, and then I'm gonna mine all this up again and lower it all a block. Once I lowered the whole farm by a block, it actually worked. Okay, so that's sugarcane done. So next up, we need gunpowder. And that one, I might just have to build a regular creeper farm. The materials didn't take very long to collect because all I needed was a bunch of building blocks, and that's about it. Because it's the create mod, I don't need to use like the normal dispenser design for a mob farm. So that let me build a fairly unique mob farm where the spawning platforms have windmills spinning on them. I did a little bit of testing because I didn't know how windmills worked, but once I figured it out, I was able to build them on most of the platforms. Okay, let's see. Do we have any gunpowder? No, we don't. Okay. That's not ideal. Okay, I desperately need to get some gunpowder. So if I go on top of this farm, and I guess we just build up, and we'll go AFK for a bit and see if we can get any creepers to spawn. All right, let's see. We should be able to. Wow, okay, that's better than I thought. All these creepers, do they fall? Oh, that's beautiful. I mean, they sometimes get stuck, but like, he should eventually fall like this guy, right? Yeah, he'll eventually fall. Like, it's not perfect, but it works. Perfect, let's take all this gunpowder. Let's get our sugarcane. Let's craft a couple more fireworks. That meant I was able to build the rest of the windmills, but now I have a new problem. My Elytra is about to break. So I wanted to get mending from the village that I found back on day 44. I collected up all the beds in the village. So I'll dig out a bit of a hole, and this is where the villagers will live from now on. And then I'll just place down all these beds, and then we'll place down a few fletching tables here. So now we just need to collect basically a bunch of sticks to get our emeralds up a little bit. I was able to get a decent amount of emeralds from the stick trades, so I placed down a lectern and started cycling some books. Capacity 2? What is capacity 2? Either we'll re-roll this guy till we get mending, hopefully. Potato recovery. Interesting. Okay, well, mending for 18. Decent price. I'll take it. Either we have a second librarian. So let's re-roll him till we hopefully get some unbreaking. That would be great. I might actually sleep because I don't really want creepers and stuff to come blow up this little hole that I'm in. That would not be ideal. Oh, unbreaking 3 for 42. Oh my goodness. I mean, we can try get that. I need a lot more emeralds though. We've got 17 right now, so. All right, we have exactly the right amount. That's perfect. We've got mending and unbreaking. I don't really want to put it on anything else other than my Elytra for now. So let's kill this golem, and then we'll head back to the village and try get enough iron to hopefully be able to get an anvil. All right, let's see how much iron we've got in here. Not enough. Anyway, so that's 2 blocks. So we just need a little bit more for 3 blocks, and then we can basically make the anvil. I went AFK till I had enough iron and crafted an anvil. So we'll combine those books. We'll get our Elytra, and we'll shove... Oh, not a water bucket. We'll shove that on there. And now we need a source of XP. So what I have seen is that there's XP like ingots and nuggets and stuff in this. So what does this actually do? Oh, you can kill stuff with crushes? Okay. Well, if we can kill stuff with crushes, wouldn't that make sense to try turn our mob farm into a type of XP farm? But then for a crushing wheel, we need whatever this is. What's that? The mechanical crafter. And for that, we need a brass casing. So to make brass, we need copper and zinc, which needs a blaze burner underneath. So we'll shove these down, turn them into some sheets, and we'll make a blaze burner. Right click a blaze with an empty blaze burner to capture it. Oh, okay. So we'll come here, we'll snatch you up, and then we'll fly away. Okay, so now if we get our copper, we have 100 of, and our zinc, we have 7. We might need to go mining for some more zinc, but we shove that. Oh, let me lower this all by 1. All right, so chuck the zinc in. Oh, chuck the, okay, I can't chuck it in when the hand cranks away. Chuck that in, then chuck the copper ingots in. How do I turn on this blaze burner? Do I need to ignite it? Nope. I need to give it like fuel. Oh, I do. Okay. Now we do this and it should be mixing. All right, how much brass is that giving us? 14 brass. That's decent. And we'll quickly make a brass casing by going like that and then casing that. I made the mechanical crafter and got very, very confused on how to use it. What the? Oh, this looks so complicated. Oh no. I thought I was just going to be able to like open a GUI and get crafting. Oh, there's so many steps to this. So how do I craft like the crusher, which was massive? We need 21 of the... Oh my god. Well, this... that is way more complicated than I thought it would have been. I had to make enough brass casings and electron tubes to craft 21 mechanical crafters. Okay, so basically what I think I have to do is I have to go like this and turn that into a wall of crafters. Wow, that's a lot. We needed andesite alloys around the whole outside. I'll put wood there, then stone there, and then we should just spin this, right? If I shove that there and then go into a hand crank, does this work? Overstressed? Oh, how much stress does this do? I placed in a large water wheel to power the crafters. So is this making stuff? It is. Whoa. Okay, this looks quite cool. I'll give it that. It's a bit slow, but it's getting the job done. It's very slow, but hopefully this turns into a crusher. Okay, so now it's all formed into one. That looks quite good. Oh, what's going on? What are you doing? Why are you expanding? Oh, why are you shrinking? Oh, okay, you've gone. It's a crusher, we did it. All right, so now we may as well go try make a bit of an XP farm with whatever this abomination that we've cooked up is. So these guys take up like a 3x3 area quite nicely, except they're only 1 block wide. What I think I might need to do is replace all 3 of these campfires with crushers. So let's go make some more crushers first, which realistically shouldn't be too hard, because hopefully we have enough alloys. Cool, we have none. So I filled up the alloy maker and placed all the materials into the crafters. Once the first crushers were made, I did it again. But basically, if I remove all these, how am I going to do the back one? Okay, let's place another crusher. Let's move around the back now. So we'll get rid of all of these and place a crusher there. So if I hook up something like this and then attach that to a water wheel, so they're spinning, but they're not crushing. So what if I go like that, and then like that, yeah? Okay, now they're spinning the right directions, but the wrong way entirely. So now I put this on this side, and now our issue should be fixed, right? Because now you fall and then you should get crushed. Please tell me my idea is working. There's a slight problem. Yeah, oh my, this mob farm's so efficient. I mean, it technically works. Oh yeah, we got some nuggets of XP. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, and I can just right click them to use them. Oh, that's perfect. All right, so now that we've got an XP farm, we got rockets, we got some enchantments. I want to work on making this place look a bit nicer. So right now we've got all of these machines out in the open, and I kind of just want to put a roof over them. So for this build, I want to try to use a bunch of stone, which means I'm going to need a better smelter than just 2 furnaces. So now what's some ways of getting stone? So I want to do bulk blasting. So we literally just need to shove an encased fan in front of lava, and then that will turn that into stone. Okay. New smelter was super small and easy to build since it's basically the same as the washer setup in the iron farm, just with lava. Although I did have some trouble dispensing items into the smelter, but that was fixed by using a chute instead of a funnel. Oh wow, okay, so we can like smelt stacks at a time. Whoa, okay. Well, that's made smelting easy then, hasn't it? Alright, I guess I just need to collect up some materials to cover this thing up. All right, so now we've got some wood, then we got like a bunch of stones, which we'll use for the walls. But now for an accent, what I kind of want to do is build out of copper, because it's sort of like, you know, create mod themed, I guess. I think it just looks industrial. And because this is 1.20, I don't think trial chambers are actually in the game, so I can't go mining them up for copper. So that means I need to go mining for a bunch of copper. I mean, I could always crush the copper. Okay, so I can only really use verdium. Yeah, where did we find that big batch of it last time? It was somewhere like in this direction. Ah, there it is. Okay, good. We should probably just mine up as much of this as we can, and then we'll try turn this all into copper. Alright, so there's still a lot of that left if I need to come back and get more, but we'll go see how much my inventory worth can get me. We may as well create a new set of crushers. I am curious how much damage this does to me though, so I'm just gonna... Oh, I can't move. I can't. Well, I found out how much damage it does. If I should be able to chuck a chest there with a funnel there, and then a funnel there with a chest there. Can I then put all of these in here and it should crush them? Yes, okay, now we're getting copper. Perfect. So while I wait for that to do its thing, I worked on getting some beehives set up so that the copper can stay the create themed color. So I spent day 68 working on getting silk touch. But once I got the book, I didn't have enough levels to put it on my axe. Please give me at least 4 levels. It didn't give me any levels. Okay. Yay, our XP farm sucks. So instead, I flew over to the end portal and looked at as many endermen as I could, which meant I could put silk touch on my axe and collect up some hives, which then I built a small bee farm behind my starter base. Alright, so that's all the bee farm set up. So now we pretty much just let them do their thing and come breed them once these little babies in here grow up. So in the meantime, how has our copper come along? And we got a decent amount of stuff. Perfect. So let's just chuck everything into our super smelter. Now, how many blocks can we get out of this many ingots? Surely it's at least 2 stacks worth. No, it's not. Wow. Copper blocks are expensive. I spent the rest of the day 70 and 71 looking around nearby caves for more copper. Whoa! The village can have a windmill? That's really cool. How much do we have? Wow, okay. We got like an inventory full almost. Hopefully that should be more than enough. How do I get out of here? Is it up here? Let's start off by smelting everything we just got. All right, that's a decent amount of stuff. Let's see how much copper we can make. That 4.5 stacks. That is a bit better than it was before. All right, I think I have enough materials to cover this whole thing up. So let's build it. Alright, so I've covered it up, and I think it looks pretty good. So on the inside, we have a decent amount of space in here still left to fill up. Wait, I can make a goggle leather hat instead of just using engineer goggles? Wait, does that mean I can make like a goggle diamond hat? Let's pull up my thingy, my bobber. Oh, I can. This whole time. Well, I've been dying because I have no armor. I could have made a good hat and stuff. I might as well make a copper diving helmet, which is copper and any glass. That should be super easy to make. Yeah, so there's the copper diving helmet. And then if we combine that with our engineer goggles, what? Oh, there we go. Now we can get a copper diving helmet. Does that mean I can now go breathe underwater or something? Nope, my bubbles are definitely going down just as quick as they were before. Alright, so what other type of armor can we make? So there's these things. What's a back tank? This is backtakes and jetpacks. But if I want to make a jetpack, we need brass sheets, chutes, elytra, and a precise mechanism, which we use in assembler 5 times. I mean, let's make the jetpack. So it needs a brass hand. So how do we make a brass hand? Okay, so we need some brass sheets and an andesite alloy. I turned all the brass ingots into brass sheets and crafted the hand. And then I turned that into the deployer. So let's just shove it down here somewhere for now. So I'll put it right there. Okay, so what did we have to do? So we'll take some of our gold ingots that we have. We'll turn a few of them into sheets. Okay, so we put that there and we just deploy it. Oh, that's doing nothing. Can I put stuff on the deployer? Oh, I can. Okay, so we put gold sheet on there and then we... Oh, okay. Then I had to do that with a large cog and an iron nugget 5 more times. Do we have it now? Oh, we finally have it. Okay. So we'll shove that there. Now we just need to make another one. Once the second one was done, I put it into the crafter. Then I just had to fill up the remaining slots. Oh, it's making stuff. Okay. So hopefully this turns into a jetpack. I really hope this jetpack can like also glide like the Elytra can, or else it's going to be probably a bit of a downgrade. Oh, well, here's the moment of truth. Please be good, jetpack. Okay. It's made at least. So how do we I want to, you know, like fly. I'd really appreciate being able to use this. I spent the next couple minutes trying to figure out how to get pressurized air into the jetpack, but all I ended up having to do was spin the top of it. Whoa! So I can like go up like, whoa, okay, that's pretty cool. So if I turn on hover mode, I just hover. Oh, that's so cool. And then can I fly fast? I can't fly fast. Okay, that is a little bit annoying that I can't fly very quick. Oh well, that's pretty cool though. I can't complain. That should make building a lot easier. With the jetpack made, I was interested in other stuff that I could make with brass, and I managed to find some train related stuff. Because I guess now that we don't have an Elytra, we can't really travel far distances very quick, so trains could potentially solve that. So I wanted to test it out, and luckily it wasn't too complicated to make train tracks. Alright, so how do these train tracks work? So, what, can I just place it here? Oh, what is this? Oh, I can like choose where it goes. Wait. Oh, okay. But either way, we've got that, right? That looks really cool. How do I like get a train to go on here? What do I need? I probably need, what's that, a train station, right? Oh, what is that? Wait, so what is this? What is this block? Oh, train casing. Okay. So we need a brass casing deployed with a sturdy sheet. This is so complicated. This is steps after steps. Like, what is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. I feel like I should definitely be automating a few more things then before we even try anything with trains. What I might actually try to do is set up some steam engines, because that seems like the next sort of level up in terms of power and stuff. So what are these blocks? Are these like, oh, the fluid tanks? Okay. So if I set these up like here, right? What was it? I basically had to put a pump going into that. And then what, if we just connect up pipes? Is that how that works? Does this get filled up? Oh, it has to be a block above the water. Okay. I added another layer of fluid tanks and put the pump in. Right, does that now take water? Yes, it does. Perfect. So now that should start filling up and hopefully get heated. Okay, and now let's work on getting some of the spinny stuff. So to make a steam engine, we need a block of copper, andesite alloy, and a gold sheet. That is really easy, actually. And then, what if we just put it here? And then connect a shaft to it. Nothing's happening. Okay, so it looks like nothing's happening because there's not enough water per second going into this. To increase the water inside the tanks, I sped up the pump. Is that fast enough now? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's now pushing that. Oh, so on this one, the more heat we have, the faster this part spins. Okay. So I worked on upgrading it. I started with increasing the speed of the pump even more by moving all the cogs and water wheels underground. Now I had more than enough water. I just needed to increase the size and heat. So I gathered up a bunch more copper and barrels, which I was able to craft into 16 fluid tanks. Then made 4 blaze burners and very slowly jetpacked my way over to the fortress and collected up some more blaze. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Thank you. Okay. So with these, let's jump on in here. We'll get rid of these. So ideally, I want to power these with lava, which we have more than enough. So if I power you on, okay, that's already spinning a lot faster than that. It's a lot of stress units. 16,000. Wow. Okay. All right. So now all 4 blaze burners are on. It's still not producing enough heat for the size of it, but we can now make 65,000 stress units using this, which I think that's pretty good. So that means now I could connect up a few more steam engines, right? So if I make 3 more steam engines, I should be able to connect up all of them, right? So now there's 65,000 stress units going into these cogs, which should be able to easily power everything in here without any stress whatsoever. So if I were to connect this through here, where does that end up? Straight in the basin. Okay. What I might do then is I might move these steam engines up a bit, so then we can take them in through the roof and then speed it up and then connect them everywhere that we need to. So I'll remove these and I'll shove them like here. And then we should be able to make this go through this part of the roof nice and easily. Yep, perfect. I want to use the output from the steam engines to power everything in the factory. So for now, I'll leave the current machines how they are. What I want to do is add in like a workshop. So basically, it's just all the basic machines that I have been using manually, except automatic. I started by bringing the output down to the empty end of the factory, and the first machine I automated was a compactor. But this should now work, right? So let's test it with some iron ingots. So if we shove a stack in here, they should get loaded into here. And then once there's 9 of them, this should get pressed down. Perfect. And then it should go into here. Beautiful. Next up was a presser. This was a machine I'd probably used the most, so hopefully this lets me make sheets so much easier and quicker than before. Once that was done, I shoved a mixer in the corner, and I had to make sure that I could easily access a blaze burner, and I also decided it would be easier if I just manually threw the items straight into the basin instead of using chests. So immediately that's everything already moved out of our starter base, but we can still do more. So I'm thinking we should probably automate the mechanism thingies, these ones, the precision mechanisms, because I'm pretty sure we should be able to do that if we just lay a conveyor from wall to wall. And then all we needed for that was basically just a bunch of deployers, which we'll shove under here like that. No, that is upside down, like that. There we go. And then we just need a presser right at the start. Then I just had to connect up the conveyor belt and deployers, attach some storage going into each deployer, and it was done. So if I grab like 2 pieces of gold, for example, I should be able to put them in this chest. They'll get pushed down, and they'll get turned into the mechanism, and then the right material should go into them. And then they'll go into this chest, where I then just need to recycle it back into here, right? And then they should just go through and complete like all the stuff. Next up, I wanted to put in a pair of crushing wheels. I was able to put it against the wall, and with some slightly awkward connections, I managed to get it to spin. All right, so what else can we add? There's probably one more sort of main thing that I want to do, and that is make a casing farm. Because right now, what I have to do to make casings is I have to wait till one of these trees spawn. I then mine it down. Then I place out all the logs that we just got, strip them, and then add andesite alloys to them, and then break them all again. And I feel like that just needs to be automated. So I'm pretty sure it should be fairly simple because we can use the saw, which I haven't used yet. So let's craft that. If I put a hand crank here, we'll put the log on there and then we'll hand crank it, and it should, oh, it gets turned into stripped logs. Okay, perfect then. That makes it nice and easy, and it goes across. So if I then put a depot here, well, hopefully that will go across and then land in the depot where a deployer, could then be able to put andesite alloys onto our log, which will then turn it into a casing. Okay. That should be easy to automate then. I just had to make an input for spruce wood and andesite alloys and an output for the casings. Then had to get it all spinning. Either way, let's test this real quick and simply just put the logs in here. And then they should go forwards. Oh, well, they get auto stripped, but this isn't going down in time. So we need to put like a filter on this funnel, but this funnel doesn't allow for one. What other funnels do we have? Oh, we have a brass funnel. Okay. Using the item on the filter slot. Oh, so we can filter with brass. Okay, that's perfect. I think we have some brass ingots left over, right? Brass. No, we don't. Okay. So we'll take our copper, we'll take our zinc, and I guess it's a good time to test out our mixer. So we'll chuck those in there, and then we need to power on our blaze burner, and that is mining away. Perfect. That's nice and quick. If we switch this out and put an andesite casing in there, if I chuck these on here, does that now work? It does. Yes, that should help out with casings a lot. There was this really awkward space between the workshop and the lava farm. So I spent the rest of the day 83 and 84 upgrading the smelter. It was the exact same as before, except this time I added a washer and a smoker to it. I can't think of anything else that we need yet. I could do with probably a bigger lava storage so I can constantly power our blaze burners over here. I really like how this little like warehouse turned out. It's just we sort of need to, you know, finish the copper. But I feel like that will need to wait because we still do not have enough honeycomb. So while we wait for honeycomb, let's start working on these trains again. Because I just really want to get a train up and running. I think that's going to be sick. So first things first, we basically just need to make as many train tracks as we can. Realistically, what we could do to sort of mass produce these is just sort of change this design slightly. It should get the job done, I'm pretty sure. And let's try to turn all of these into train tracks. So all we need for that is a bunch of iron nuggets, which we probably don't have enough. But either way, so we put that in here, and then we should just be able to put in all the slabs, right? Yeah, there we go. So these turn into incomplete tracks. So we'll take the incomplete tracks, and we'll basically just shove them here. Then they get compressed and turned into full tracks. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this is working perfectly. While I let that automatically make tracks, I worked on decorating the ground that the train tracks will go on top of. Alright, so I've got like a little path where I want the train track to go. And I also redid this river slightly, so I think that looks a lot nicer now as well. Alright, we're out of iron ingots again, so I reckon we'll leave it there. That is 4 stacks of train track, which should be a decent amount, I hope. So let's place these down and see what we can do with them. So I don't know how they're going to react going down, but I guess that's a problem for later. So we'll start right from the end here. So if we bring this forward, so we can go to about, let's put it to here. So do I have to do sort of like a curve down? I do, okay. This, ooh. No, I don't like that, I don't like that. We're going to move it back a couple blocks and go from here, I think. Oh, no, I don't like that curve. That curve's just not it. I mean, that's probably the best we're going to be able to make it look. Like, I don't love it. I guess I could add slabs under there to make it look a little bit better. Let me go see what that looks like. Because can I place them there? You know, with slabs, that's actually not too bad. So then we'll just bring the tracks down to here. Do another little curve, and then we'll chuck in more slabs. Oh, you can put them on the track? Oh, okay, that's cool. That looks better. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so then we should be able to carry this on nicely down to the end of the little path that I made. And we still have basically 3 stacks left. So we may as well just extend this wherever we want now. We'll make it go straight for a while. And then we can just make it like curve, I don't know, this way or something. And then what if we just make it have like a little loop on itself here? Bang, does that connect? I think it connects. It looks a bit scuffed. I'll remove these blocks so that we can see whatever's going on here. But that definitely connects. Perfect. So to build the train, it looked like we need the train station, which needs a train casing, which needs sturdy steel, which is a whole process in itself. Holy, okay. So we basically need to crush some obsidian. That should be fairly easy. So either way, we'll chuck all of the obsidian that we got into there, and hopefully that gets turned into that powder thing that we need. 48 is pretty good unless this last batch decides to give us any. So we've got powdered obsidian. So now we just need to put some lava onto it. Ooh. So how do we use the spout again? This is like the one thing we haven't actually got set up. We'll put down our powder, and then we have to use an item drain and, was it a pump? Going into that. We'll shove it in here, and then hopefully we can push that into the spout. Perfect. So that is spouting by the look of it. Wow, that got us 2. Okay. Oh, we're gonna need so much lava. Well, okay, let me go. We'll do like 5 buckets worth. Alright. How much does that get us? You know what? That's actually a half decent amount. Let's go put them through our presser, I think they needed. Yeah, okay, they needed a presser, so I'll put them through there. And then we're just going to put them through once more, which should give us the sturdy steel. So now we're just going to make one of those like train casing things, I think they are. So we'll get some wood. And then does this make the train casing? No, it doesn't. How do I, what? Oh, we need a brass casing, really? The brass casing, then that into us. There we go. Okay. And then that is get combined with that to make a train station. So let's just set up a train station like here, I guess, and we plop that there, right? Now, what do we do? Let's make a couple more brass casings and then turn those into the train ones. Was this the block that we had to place down here? Oh, it was. Okay, so we got that down, so we might as well place another one there, I guess, right? And then we'll connect it up with a bit of logs, super glue all that together. So now if I unassembly mode, assembly failed, attach at least one forward-facing train control block. Train controls, here we go. So we need a precise mechanism, train casing, and a lever. Super easy. We've got 2 precise mechanisms. And then we just need a lever. Now we should be able to make a train control. I'll just shove that there. That forwards, that seems like it's facing forward. And now it's done. Oh, it is done. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, so we can hold W to go. Oh, this is cool. Oh, and it looks so cool when it moves as well. I love this so much. Oh, we're moving backwards. And then we'll go on our little loop. We go up. Oh, I've fallen off. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, let's take it back to the station. Okay, we'll park it up like here for now. So now with the train built, hopefully the bees have been efficient enough to produce us enough honeycomb to wax all the copper that we need. Okay, so there's a stack here, a stack there, and a stack there. 3 stacks. I think that's more than the amount of copper we have, which is pretty good. I was able to build up the whole of the front with copper, but only had enough honeycomb to do like half of the backside. So then while I waited for more honeycomb, I built a path connecting the starter house to the factory. Once the path was in place, I wanted to fill up some more space down in this area. So I decided I wanted to make a small train station. So I collected some clay and limestone and started building it up. Alright, so I've built up the start of a station at least. But what I want to do is I want to put a red roof on this. So that pretty much means that we need to get some mangrove wood. And believe it or not, we haven't found a swamp in this world yet. Instead of searching for a mangrove swamp just like by myself, I'm going to use Chunkbase to try find it. So according to Chunkbase, if we head a couple thousand blocks in that direction, we should find a tiny little mangrove swamp. But it is all ocean, and luckily for us, this jetpack is pretty quick in the ocean, right? Like, we've basically got like dolphin's grace when we do this, so it shouldn't take too long to get there. What I will quickly do though is make sure the jetpack is fully charged before we head off. All right, let's go. Let's see, if we're able to find a dolphin, this will be amazing because it should be so fast. Oh, dolphin, dolphin, dolphin. Okay, please give me your grace. So now we should be able to absolutely zoom. There we go. There it is. I also now just realized I probably should have nether traveled as well. But too late now. I gathered up a stack of mangrove logs. Okay, we got 3 minutes left of our jetpack. But that's going to last maybe a minute at most. Oh, dolphin's grace, dolphin's grace. Yes. Yo. Yo. Yes. No. Give me grace. Go, dolphins. Follow me. I'm too quick for them. I don't care. At least this helps us a lot, actually. Okay, 50 seconds. And we have run out. Damn. At least we made it basically all the way back. We only got a little bit to go. We'll get the jetpack recharging. And we'll get back to building. Oh, I'm so happy how that little train station turned out. All right, let's check up on our little bee farm. Hopefully the bees have been busy. 15, 18, 15. Okay, that's a decent amount, I guess. It's more than we have copper blocks, so let's hope we actually have enough copper blocks. Let's just keep adding this in. I was able to finish the whole backside, which that looks very nice. And now we have run out of copper, but I kind of want to do an inside layer as well. So I went exploring more caves for copper. Oh, here we go. This would have been so helpful before. Infinite copper. It's a shame we only have a couple days left, but this should hopefully be able to get me as enough copper. believe it or not, it gave me more than enough. So I went back to the factory, smelted it all, and built up the interior with some more copper. That took us a while to get all the copper in place, but that certainly looks a lot nicer, I reckon. So we've got 5 days left, and so far our base looks like this, which it's nice, but I reckon it just needs a little bit more work done on it to make it really like look finalized. So I'm going to spend the last 5 days building up this area and just turning it into something that looks a little bit nicer. I really went ham with doing as many small details as I could. I even connected the river that was powering the water wheel to the ocean. And I built up a wind turbine thingy because I thought it would look cool. Alright, so it's day 99 and let's do a little tour of what I've managed to build. So starting from here, we got our wheat field. That sort of separates the ocean from our village. I think it looks fairly nice. We've got our nice little train station, which I really actually like. And then coming up our path, I built a bit of a wind turbine thing. I just thought it looked cool. And then we've got our power generators that power our factory, which have just a lot of stuff in here. I'm very happy with how this turned out. And then moving on, we have our little crop circles, which have supplied us really well. The sugarcane ones sort of become useless after we got the jetpack, but I definitely want to get another elytra in the future because the jetpack sucks at long travel. We've got our bee farm behind our starter house, and then we have the starter house, which is looking a little bit empty on the inside now. I really need to detail this, but I am really happy with how this whole place turned out. I think we've done a great amount of progress considering I had no idea what I was doing at the start. Either way, it's now turning nighttime, so let's go sleep for one last time. Alright, so we have officially survived 100 days. Well, we didn't actually really survive at all. We died quite a lot, but we lived 100 days in the Create mod. If you want to download my world or any of the builds, they're available on my Patreon. Thank you to my Patreon members, and I'll see you in the next video.